Welcome to all of you. Our next topic is about the introduction and classification of insecticides. Under that, we are going to learn the classification of insecticide and what is meant by the insecticide, different types of the examples of the insecticides. See, any substance or mixture of substance used to prevent, destroy, repel, or mitigating any insects, rodents, and the nematodes from the away from the plant to prevent the plant or destroy any insects, rodents, nematodes which are harmful for the your crop production is known as the insecticide. Control of the harmful insects. Which are the insecticides? Endosulfar, carbaryl. These are the examples of the insecticides. Then molluscides. Soft body insects like snails and the sludge are known as the molluscides. Molluscides are used to kill the snails and the sludge. Metaldehyde. Then nematicide, control of the nematode. These are used to control the nematodes. Example is methyl bromide and other fumigants. Then rodenticide, it is used to control the rodent. Example is zinc phosphate, watery. Okay, this type of question is asked at the time of semester in theory examinations like define insecticide, give the example of rodenticide, or define molluscide, whatever. Classification of insecticide under that inorganic compound and the organic compound. Under inorganic, arsenicus fluoride compounds, sulfur and lime sulfur, barium carbonate, zinc phosphide. Under organic compound, hydrocarbon oils, under that petroleum or mineral oils, coal tar oils, then animal origin, then plant origin, nicotine alkaloid, pyrethroids, rodentinoids, neem extract, then synthetic organic compounds like dinitrophenols, thiocyanates, organochlorines, organophosphorus compound, carbamate, fixed oils, and the soaps and the fumigants. This is also the main group and the primary site of action, which are the accordingly the main group and the primary site of action like nerve. Then here chemical subgroup of explaining the active ingredient present in the particular main group, and this is the trade name of that main group. Under that, insecticide, inorganic and the organic insecticides. This is the classification on the basis of the chemical nature. Inorganic, example is arsenates, fluoride compound. Example is arsenates and the fluoride compound. Organic insecticides, under that oils and the soaps, petroleum products. Then plant origin, nicotine, geranols, pyrethrum, rotenone, then chlorinated hydrocarbon, DDT, SCH, heptachlor, aldrin, etc. Organophosphorus, under that malathion, parathion, dimetaphosphamidon, then carbonate insecticides, carbaryl, carbofuran, pyrethroid, allyl-3, permethrin, deltametrin, then miscellaneous insecticides, carathane and DNOC. Give the classification of insecticide on the basis of chemical nature, or write a short note on inorganic and organic insecticides. Plant originated insecticide. Give the two examples of the plant originated insecticide. Nicotine 3,1-methyl 2-pyridyl pyridine alkaloid. This is the alkaloid present in the leaves of the Nicotiana species. Occurs from the Solanaceae genera plant, that is tobacco. This is the structure of negative. Draw the structure of the nicotine. Next is the pyrethrum. This is also the plant originated insecticide. C21H28 and the O3 occurs from the flower heads of the chrysanthemum genera. It is found from the chrysanthemum genera. Active material is the pyrethrin. Pyrethrin is derived from the dried flowers of the chrysanthemum. The chemically pyrethrin are organic esters formed by the combination of 2 carboxylic acid and 3 keto alcohol. Here, the structure of the pyrethrin is given below. This is about the pyrethrum. Next is the botanical insecticides. Pyrethrum, synthetic pyrethroids, major classes used, and the synthetic pyrethroids. Pyrethroids are essentially ester compounds. Attempt to replace the esters with other linkages had reduced the insecticidal activity. Okay, it is essentially the ester compounds attempt to replace the esters with the other linkage and had reduced the insecticidal activity. Under the type 1 and type 2 is there. Type 1 is pyrethrins, allanthins, resmethins, then phenothin, permethrin, and oxams and others. And under type 2, expermethrin, then phenolphthaleate, and the delta methrin. These are the type 1 pyrethroids and the type 2 pyrethroids. Synthetic organic insecticides. The synthetic organic insecticide, the classes are chlorinated hydrocarbon, organophosphates, carbamates, chemosterilants, and the molluscides. Under the chlorinated hydrocarbon, the example is aldrin, chlordane, heptachlor, DBCP. Under organophosphate, diazinon, then disulfiton, malathion, methyl parathion. Carbamates, carbaryl, carbofuran, methomyl, aldecarb, dithiocarbon, oxamide, pyrethrin, and the permethrin. Chemosterilants, these are the substances sterilizes the pest. Molluscides, these are the substances prevents, repels, destroy, inhibit the phylum from the mollusca species. Which are the steps in the development of the pesticides? Enlist, synthesis, the preliminary screening, formulation, toxicity studies, metabolism studies, residue studies, registration, promotion, plot plant studies, and the commercial. Synthetic organic group of insecticides. First is organochlorine insecticides. Write a short note on organochlorine insecticide or define organochlorine insecticide, give its classification. See, the substance which vary in their chemical structure, but because of their common properties in high insecticidal activities and the chemical and the biological persistence, these are grouped into one. Chemical can be divided into 4 major groups. This type of insecticide. Are you getting? These are the substances which vary in their chemical structure, but because of their common property, which is common property of all organochlorine insecticide, they have the high insecticidal activity and chemical and biological persistence. That's why they are grouped into the one. Classification: DDT and the relatives, then benzene derivatives, then slycodinics, and the polychloroterpenes. Okay, these are the 4 classes of the organochloride insecticide. Example is DDT, perthane, rothane. Then benzene derivative, BSC, lindane. Then under that aldrin, dieldrin, indrin, chloridane, budosulfan, heptachlor. And last is toxaphene, storbane. You have to write down all these names. These are difficult, but you have to remember all these names. General properties of the organochlorine insecticide. See, these insecticides mainly contain CHO and chlorine. They have chlorinated carbon in the cycle ring. That's why name is given. They are chemically stable. Then polarity and the lipophilicity, that is low soluble in water, but they have strong lipophilic character, hence accumulated in the biolipid and produce ill effect on the kidney and the liver. So it is harmful to the human health. Basically, hydrogenated carbon is present. They do not cause immediate toxicity. Then long residue toxicity act as stimulant for the certain nervous system. This is the organochlorine insecticide. Under that example, we will see one by one. First is DDT, long form dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. Which are the properties of the DDT? DDT is an organochlorine insecticide. It is highly hydrophobic, that is water hating, colorless, crystalline solid. It is nearly soluble in water. but has a good solubility in most of the organic solvents like fats and the oils. DDT does not occur naturally, but it is produced by the reaction of the chloral with chlorobenzene in the presence of sulfuric acid, which acts as the catalyst. The structural formula C14H9C15. Draw the structure of DDT or for the objective type. Next is BHC, benzene hexachloride, C6S6C16, hexachlorocyclohexane. That is the carbon is present at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number carbon at there, chlorine is present. BSC is comprised mainly of alpha, beta, and gamma isomers. Then only gamma isomer exhibiting the significant insecticidal activity. The BSC is soluble in the solvents such as benzene, chloroform, or ether, but they are insoluble in water. It acts as an ingested and contact insecticide and has some fumigant action. Then first synthesized by the Michael Faraday in 1825, also called as SCH, that is hexachlorocyclohexane. Here, I to the benzene ring at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atom, chlorine is present. That's why 6 is there, benzene ring. C6S6 and C16, or other name is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexachlorocyclohexane. Next is the endosulfan, thiodan, CS6, C16, and SO3. See, in this type of insecticide having cyclic structure containing 2 double bond is there here. It is brown color solid crystal. Endosulfan is a mixture of 2 stereoisomers, alpha and beta endosulfan. It is non-systematic insecticide. It is used in the control of sucking, chewing, and boring insects and the mites. C9, S16, Cl6O3, yes. This is about the organochlorine insecticide. Now coming towards the organophosphate insecticide. They are the esters of different alcohol and the phosphorus, and they contain CHO, PSN, and Cl molecules in their structure. Compounds from this group possessing insecticidal action and can be classified on the basis of following acid derivatives: phosphoric acid, dichlorowas, phosphamidan, then phosphoric acid EPN, then triphosphoric acid parathion methyl dimethanol, then dithiophosphoric acid malathion, thymate, and dimethoate, then pyrophosphoric acid TEPP, scradane, others Jescopextox. These are the organophosphate insecticides classification. We are going to learn one by one. Phosphomidar. Okay, this is an ester of phosphoric acid and is synthetically produced. Then it consists of mixture in approximate proportion of 70% isomers and 30% isocis and trans. It is a choline esterase inhibitor with rapid contact and stomach action. It is extremely toxic to the mammals. C10, H19, ClNO5P. This is the structure of the phosphamidar. Next is the parathion. See the properties. Pure parathion is a pale yellow liquid. The technical material is brown liquid with the garlic-like odor. It is non-systematic insecticide that control numerous insects by contact and the stomach action. Then it is slightly soluble in water but readily soluble in most organic solvents such as acetone, benzene, chloroform, and the ethanol. They kill the insects very easily by the stomach action or in contact with the insecticides. So here the structure is given: C10, H14, NO5PS. Malathion. See, malathion is a non-systematic organophosphate insecticide. The major metabolites of malathion are mono and dicarboxylic acid derivatives, and the malaxone has a minor metabolite. However, it is a malaxone that is the strongest cholinesterase inhibitor. Malathion is a toxic to the aquatic animals but has a relatively low toxicity for the birds and the mammals. Here, Below, the structure of malathion is given. This is the properties. Now, coming towards the carbamate insecticides. Carbamate insecticides are the esters of the carbamic acid. HOCNH2. They have OCON group in the molecule. They are esters of methyl and dimethyl carbamic acid. They are classified into three groups: methyl carbamate, NN dimethyl carbamate, and oxamine carbamate. Example is carboryl, carbofuran, isolan, dimethylane, aldehyde, methomine. See the examples. First is carbaryl, C12H11O2N. It is whitest. It is whitish to grayish solid crystal compound. Then carbaryl is an odorless white crystalline solid with low volatility. It is insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvent. Then it is non-corrosive. C12H11NO2. This is the structure of carbaryl. Carbofuran. Carbofuran is the most toxic of the carbamate pesticide. It is used to control the insects in the wide variety of field crops. Then it is systematic insecticide, which means that the plant absorbs it through the roots and distributes throughout its organ. This is the structure. Aldehyde. It is white crystalline solid. White crystalline solid. It is soluble in water and organic solvents like acetone, ethyl ether, toluene, etc. It is poisonous. This is the structure. This is about the assignments. Define insecticide, give its classification on the basis of chemical nature. Then write a short note on organophosphate insecticide, organochlorine insecticide, carbamates, organic and inorganic insecticides, synthetic pyrethroids, neonicotinoids, biorationals. What is the systematic insecticide? Write down in detail. Explain the mode of action of nicotine, pyrethrum, and the organophosphates. Okay, thank you. You have to solve all these assignment, assignment notebook. Thank you. Today we will stop here.